Hey, this is Vishak Allayer and welcome to the YouTube channel Edge Solutions. So in this video, we will be discussing about the modern periodic table that was proposed by the English physicist Henry Moseley in the year 1913. So what I will be discussing in this particular video. The contents of this video are: first, I will give you an easy and innovative technique to memorize each and every element present in the periodic table. Second, I will be discussing about various blocks, their gradation, the properties across the period and the groups. Third, and the last, I will give the certain important properties of each and every block that must be most understandable and it must be remembered by each and every person who is loving chemistry. So let's begin with the first group. First of all, I will be writing two different groups. We'll be having the first thing that I have said in the content. I will give a mnemonics to memorize each and every element. So how will we start? We will be starting by writing the S block, P block, D block and F block. We'll go by each blocks and take the mnemonics in the group wise. So let's begin with the S block. So these are the S block elements, which is segregated into two different groups, group 1 and group 2. Group 1 basically it is known as alkaline metals and group 2 is basically known as alkaline earth metals. So let's write it for more information. Before starting to S block, I will give you a brief idea on the modern periodic table through a chart program or flow chart, we can say it. Modern periodic table proposed by English physicist Henry Moseley. The year 1913, he had compromised or made this periodic table for 118 elements and segregated these 118 elements according to their properties, physical and chemical both, into four different blocks, that is S, P, D and F. S block, P block, D block and F block. Last but not the least, his periodic table consisted of 7 periods and 18 groups. So this is a flow chart for the modern periodic table, a basic and normal knowledge that must be known by a chemistry student or a person who is fond of the chemistry world. So let's start with the S block and its mnemonics and memorization of each and every element. So in the first group, we will see that there are the elements of alkaline metals and the first element is lithium, then sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium. The mnemonics that I will give or the line that will be used for memorizing these elements will be having a sound of Hindi tone or Hindi translation, so don't mind, but it is because of these symbols itself. I will show it and if you like, please do share, like and subscribe and don't forget to press the bell button. So let's start. Group 1, the elements lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium. So the line for which I am using for memorizing is Lena, who is a girl. Lena, it contains Li, lithium and sodium also, Na, both the words. Ki, as I said, it will sound a bit Hindi. K, which is meant by potassium. It is next, we have rubidium, so I will give another name, Lena ki Ruben से friendship. So whatever I am writing in this particular line, it contains all the symbols of these particular elements, that is lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium. How? Lithium Li, sodium Na, potassium K, rubidium Ru, cesium Cs, francium Fr. So all these elements have been written in this particular line, so you can have a grasp idea and easy technique. You can have more mnemonics by your own side also. If you have one, please write in the comment section. Also don't forget to like this also. So let's move on to second one, alkaline earth metals, group 2, which contains beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium and rubidium. So now this one, the first was a little bit Hindi translation or a Hindi tone. The second will be purely Hindi, so it might be a little bit hard for all the English guys, but I will make it more easier while writing in English itself. So first, for the group 2 elements, the line goes beta मांगे कार scooter. Mange, which means he is wishing or he is wanting car and scooter for his luxuriousness from his dad. So beta mange car scooter, which is one phrase or one sentence given by the beta itself, that is the son, to its dad. We can just synchronize with the direct indirect speech of the English itself. Let's move on to chemistry again. Beta mange car scooter, बाप रोने से राजी. This particular phrase means what? The father is crying for his own deed, own fate, that I got this child who is wanting car and scooter at this particular situation. This particular situation, I am just making it more simplest. We are going in pandemic, COVID-19, and if a son in this particular situation wants a car and scooter from his dad, where will the dad go? He can't go anywhere. He has to give food. And in this moment, his son wants car and scooter. So it's just foolishness. So what I have done in this particular line, I have made all the elements to be symbols of these elements in this particular line. How? We will see. Beta, in this particular word, Be, the first two letters, has beryllium, the symbol of beryllium element. Then mange, in this there is a tricky way to understand. Mange, in this magnesium I have to dig. So M and G. So M, the first letter, and G, the second last letter. Next is calcium. Again, the first two letters of car. Strontium scooter. Again, there is a tricky way. S and last letter of R, scooter. Next, barium. For this, I have there is a harsh sound for barium itself. So I have given a good resemblance as father itself, because father is the most harsh element in our element, I am saying, in our house, who is strict for some guys, who is normal for some guys. So barium, the first two letters of the word, and next is radium. Last but not the least, radium. So it's the last word, Razi, R. So these two lines have been given a simplest or the easiest, I think, the easiest way to memorize these elements. You will like it. We'll move forward to the P block, but before moving to P block, I have to say few words on S block also. It consists of both these groups having alkaline metals and alkaline earth metals. S block contains elements that is purely metals. One thing you have to just keep it in your mind, that it contains purely metals. And one thing also, the periodic table starts from the H, that is hydrogen element. Most of you think that hydrogen is present in the group 1 itself, but you have to make that particularly clear in your mind is hydrogen resembles the properties of both of alkaline metals as well as the 17th group, that is the halogen elements also. So it is placed in between of the periodic table. And secondly, when we talk about alkaline metals, these metals or these elements have the properties, the chemical properties. One such is that their hydroxides and oxides are more reactive in nature, which is more clear or more emphatic, which is most used in laboratory experiment, etc. You can memorize it. It is a basic knowledge or property I am giving to you. And second is the group 2 elements, which is named as alkaline earth metals. By the name itself, you can just memorize it as these elements are being discovered from the earth's crust itself, which means these elements are discovered or found from the earth's crust. So these basic properties or basic knowledge I am imparting to you. So have a note of it before moving to P block, because P block contains the elements of the group from 13 to 18, where we have poor metals, semi-metals, non-metals, and one more thing, inert elements. So there are 4 different things. We will have certain more illusions or more trickiness in that. So just memorize it, we will go there. So we are moving to P block. So next, after S block and P block, this is P block. Both blocks have certain resembling property. That is, the elements in P block and S block both have the same type of elements, that are normal elements. They are referred as normal elements because the electronic shells or the electronic orbits in these particular elements have certain only 1 or 2 outermost orbits are incompletely filled, which means we can see there by their electronic configuration itself. Just have a note, make any element from this, make their structure. You can see that in the outermost orbit there will be at least 1 electron or 2 electron itself. So let's start with their mnemonics and memorizing these elements. First of all, before memorizing, P block elements have a different type of variations, which I have said earlier itself in the S block also. P block contains poor metals, metals, metalloids, and last but not the least, non-metals. But there is one more thing, that is including the inert elements. What I have said, P block contains metals. I am writing both for poor metals and metals the same thing, metals, metalloids, which is also known as semi-metals, non-metals, and last but not the least, the inert element, which can be said as the noble gases. These elements means the inert elements, why they are named as noble? Because they contain all their orbits completely filled, even their octets or duplets. So let's start their mnemonics. And one more thing I have to say, that the zigzag line that I have made here is for making the difference between the metals and non-metals. This zigzag line is for the metalloids, which means you can see certain elements like silicon, germanium, antimony, bismuth, these all things, tellurium, polonium, astatine, tessinium, these all are metalloids, and they are a differencing element in this particular block for metals and non-metals. Metals are in the left side and non-metals are on the right side of the P block. Last but not the least, the particular line from He to Og, which means helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon, organocene, these all are noble elements which are totally separated from this P block but are included in your periodic table for diagrammatic representation. So let's begin with the first group, that is 13 boron family. So have a mnemonic for that. So mnemonic is very simple for this. It is nothing but bag it. It is with exclamatory mark. This is just an exclamatory quote or phrase. First of all, B means boron. Next, A for aluminium, G for gallium, I for indium, T for thallium, and last but not the least, nohorium. It is a radiation metal, so for that I have kept a exclamatory mark. And when you spell this particular line, you will feel there is no meaning for it. So hence I have made this total group as no knowledgeable group, but in the world of chemistry it has more knowledge, but for your memorization I am making it simplest. The mnemonic is Bagot. Next we'll move to carbon family. For that I have the line, or I have made the line. So for this is chemistry sir gives stinky problems for all. Now in this particular line you can see the entire elements of this particular group of carbon family. So carbon family starts with carbon, then silicon, germanium, tin, lead, flavorium. So how I made this is C, first word chemistry C, then Si, silicon, then germanium, Ge, Sn, that is tin, Pb, lead, and last but not the least flavorium. For that I have made two different words, F and L. So these are the mnemonics for first two families, boron and carbon family. Let's move forward. So let's move to the next group, that is nitrogen family. It contains the elements nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, bismuth and moscovium. So the line that I have made for this is little bit Hindi sound again. Nahi पसंद ऐसे सब भाई Michael. For you English persons, I have made this more innovative, that is last word Michael, and rest I have written in English. So this line means what? I am making it more clear. I don't like all these things Michael. Simple. So how I have fitted all these elements are N for nitrogen, then phosphorus P, AS in ISA, SB in sub, BI in bhai, MC in Michael. So let's move to the next family of oxygen, which is most reactive in this particular block. Oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium, polonium, liver, murium. These are the elements. It's very much difficult to just memorize these both elements by their name itself. So I have made a line for that also, which is again in English, but it's little bit English and a little bit Hindi. O style, say, tell, polish. So again, this is a particular exclamatory and rest is sentence. Don't go in sentence, I have mixed it. So O for oxygen, style contains S, Se, the same thing. Tel, which is also known as telephone, for that we have abbreviation TEL. And last polish and LV, livermorium. For that I didn't have any words, so I have mixed both words, PO and L. So these are the lines for these both groups. Last we'll go to the next, both of halogen and inert elements. Next group is halogen group, which starts with fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, the last two words astadine and telesinium. So for the line for this particular group, halogen family is Ferrari, which is a car, Ferrari car. BR for that breakdown. Next is I, so I made it as N. ATTS, I combined it, Atlantis. So F for Ferrari means fluorine, C for chlorine, Br breakdown in Br contains bromine. Next I contains indium, AT for astadine, and T and S contains tesnium. Last but not the least, the noble elements which contains helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon, organocin, This particular element, organocin, telesnium, and moscovium, these three elements are the newest elements of this particular periodic table that has been fitted in this periodic table in the recent years. That is extra knowledge that I am giving you. So let's start with this particular line of noble elements. For that, he never arrived so Karthik's Xerox ruined the original. See, whatever sentence I am making, there is no sentence. There is one more thing I have to change. Breakdown. I have made it. Though there is no meaning for all these sentence, it is just for a funny way that I am making so that it can be memorized and it can be just having a remembrance in the particular exams if it is asked. So in this particular line, He describes helium, Ne describes neon, Ar argon, Kr krypton, Xe xenon, Rn of ruined radon, and last organocin Og. So I have completed the T block with most different types of making lines which contain certain Hindi slangs also. It might be quite easy and funny, I think. You might laugh for it. If you have more other suggestions, more lines, you can just comment it and you can make it shared by different kinds of peoples. And more things I have to say about P block is that, first of all, the zigzag line separates the metals and non-metals in this group. Second particular point that you have to remember is that the 18th group is the only group which is comprising only single type of elements, that is noble element. In the entire periodic elements, we have only one group which contains the same type of elements. Rest all have different properties, different variations, but all these elements in the particular group have similar properties of noble gases. Second, they are non-metals. Third, their inert elements cause their outermost orbits are completely filled. I am saying it duplet and octet because helium contains only one shell, that is K shell, hence it has complete duplet, and rest elements from neon to organocin, which is the recent one, these contains complete octet, more shells after K shell, K, L, M, N. So basically, one more thing I have to say that here bromine is the only element which is exception in non-metals, which is found in liquid state. And if we talk about the rest all things, one thing I have to say that germanium, there are certain elements like gallium, germanium, arsenic, which were named as eka-boron, eka-silicon, eka-scandium by our famous and remarkable scientist, Russian scientist Dmitry Mendeleev in his periodic table. So they were renamed as gallium, germanium, silicon, arsenic, antimony, bismuth and all. And all these elements are totally metalloids. What are metalloids? Basically, metalloids are those elements which contain both the properties of metals as well as non-metals. This is the basic knowledge that you have to keep in your mind. So I hope you have memorized this particular block also. And both S block and P block contain normal elements. This is one more extra feature that I have to bring in notice. So let's move to the next block, that is D block, that is degenerate block, we can also name it as. And one more thing that is named in your book is transition elements. These elements are transition elements. So let's move to the transitions by transitioning this particular block to the next block. So let's go to the D block. I have written certain things here. First move on to these elements and afterwards these things. So in this particular block, as we know that there are two star marks I have made here, which contains 57 to 71 atomic number elements, and the elements having atomic number from 89 to 103. So both these star marks are for the F block elements, which contains lanthanides and actinides. As you know that F block contains those elements which has resembling properties with the sixth period. So what I have done in this particular block is that I have not given name according to group wise because it is making a fuzziness in the particular block because it has 3 to 12 groups in it. So I have made in periods itself. In the horizontal rows I have made certain lines. It will be easy, I think. And in this particular block I have made a funny tag, a serious mode, confusion thing and confusion line. You will see it. So the first line, I am not naming each and every element because it will take much more time to name each and every element. I will directly write the line. So the first line I am writing scientific van created by Man Fenko and Nikhil had confusion in 0. So this particular line contains entire symbols of these elements, that is starting with scandium and ends with zinc. So SC defines scandium, then Ti again T here, V, Cr, then Man contains Mn, then Fenco. The particular line contains this FeCO I have made here itself. Instead of K I can write here CO. So it will be a name of a person. FeCO. For Ni, Nikhil. I have made here Nikhil, Ni. Cu, for that itself, I have made itself C, cause and U also. And last but not the least, Zn, zinc, for that Z. So this is a line. So let's move to the next one. So next one we will go by the name itself again in horizontal wise. It is like yellow zebra, newborn monkey, teaches roasty rhymes, to pandas, and I am not writing symbols, I am writing words itself, and cats. So in this particular block I have brought the animals zoo field. So Y defines here ZR, NB, MO, TC, R only, RH, PD, A, C. So here it is. Basically I have made these lines by my own memorization and my own knowledge. So you can make it yourself. As you see, each line has no sense or no meaning itself. It's just for easy technique in order to keep a remembrance in my particular exams or any sort of things where you want this particular elements to be there in your mind. So let's move to the next one. Now this one, it's little bit funny because if I spell it in Hindi, it's totally funny. So let's see what I am writing here. As you can see, there's a star mark. It describes the lanthanide, represents the lanthanum period, lanthanides of F block, the first block or the horizontal row or period, we can say it as. So first I am writing here Lu Hafta, तेरे से वरना रे उस irritating afterwards पोपट के उधर और हो जा पागल. So this is a big line, but if it's spelled in Hindi or pronounced in Hindi, it makes a funny thing. I guess it makes funny for me itself. So let's start. L for lanthanum itself. HFTA I have made here itself, and W here. Ray. Instead of US, I have made it as OS. IR. PT. AU. H. Instead of J, we can write here G. Hoga pagal. So this is a line, and last but not the least, our last one, which I am writing here. Here it contains the actinide series. So I am writing Akele. So I am writing here Akele R D Sharma के बुक में है Akele RD. I have made certain tag names for that symbol itself, RFDB, and here SG I have made here a symbol. अकेले RD शर्मा की बुक में है मैथ्स के डिफिकल्ट एंड डाइवर्जेंट सिनेरियो. So I have made certain brackets here for naming that particular symbol itself for a more knowledge. So this much I have written here, and as you know, in this particular periodic table itself, the F block is separated from the upper block itself. So I am not giving the name in this particular video as a talking purpose, but I will give these lines of elements in the description section. You can see that, and it will be also quite funny as it contains lanthanides and actinide series, which has close resemblance. So let's move forward and see the gradation and properties, which is the last topic. So guys, this is the last part of this particular session of modern periodic table. In this particular part, we will discuss about the gradation and properties as discussed earlier. So I have made two different sections. When we go from left to right in a period, when the periodic table, when you go from left to right, what are the properties are graded, having gradation, and when we go down the group in the particular groups wise, then what are the properties are changing. So before it, one thing I have to say that in this particular periodic table, each and every element, when you see an element, if hydrogen is seen, it is having certain synchronization. First, in that particular block itself, we have the element atomic number, then symbol, then name of the element, then its atomic mass number. For example, if I have to write hydrogen in the particular periodic table, I have to write its atomic number first in the top, then its symbol H, then name hydrogen, and atomic mass of the hydrogen, that is 1. So now we will move to this particular part. I have written only for one thing, it is opposite for the period itself. When we go down the group, what all thing increase and decrease I have written here. So first that is increasing is atomic radius. So what is atomic radius? It is the distance from the center from the nucleus of an element to the outermost orbit. It is atomic radius. So atomic radius increases down the group and it decreases while going from left to right in a period. Second thing is the ionization energy. So basically this particular part is little bit confusing and little bit hard to understand. Ionization energy and electronic affinity. I will make it understand in easiest way. Ionization energy is of an element, is an energy that is required, when the element has to donate an electron. So that at that particular period of time, the nuclear charge gets increased. So the energy that is increased is called as ionization energy. So it decreases when we go down the group and it increases when we go left to right in a period. Next is electron affinity. Electron affinity is the opposite thing of ionization energy. That is, in ionization we donate an electron. In electron affinity we gain an electron, which increases more negativity in the particular atom. So the electron affinity is mainly for noble gas, neutral gases. It decreases when we go down the group and it increases when we go from left to right in a period. Last two things are very much easy to understand without having a description for it. Decreasing electronegativity and non-metallic character when we go down the group, and increasing electropositivity and metallic character when we go down the group. These both things are opposite when we go from left to right in a period. That is, increasing electronegativity and non-metallic character when we go from left to right. Second, decreasing electropositivity and metallic character when we go from left to right in a period. So guys, this was the last part and I have ended each and every section that must be which will give a basic knowledge of the modern periodic table, and it might help you in writing different answers which will be asked in the modern periodic table. Also, it is not particularly said for the exams itself, but I have made it as a global speaking content which will be helpful for the all entire world, containing people who are very much coping up with the chemistry world, having more knowledge about chemistry world, and they have more eagerness to watch different videos. So stay tuned to my channel, that is Edu Solutions. Please do like, subscribe and share and comment. Don't forget to press the bell button. So bye guys.